Hello and welcome to this demonstration of the Alegree solderless precision base harness. This is going to be a quick demonstration just to show start to finish the process of installing the electronics into your base. And step one is we are going to loosen the strings off and take them off the base. And step two is we are going to remove all the screws that hold the pickguard. And the next stage is we have one set of wires coming from the pickups and one from, this is a ground over here to the bridge. So what we're going to do is we are going to snip these as close as possible to wherever they are connected. And the next stage is now we are going to remove the electronics from the pickguard. On this base we have knobs that are push-on, but you may have ones that have screws on the knobs here on solid shaft pots. If that is the case, then all you do is you get a screwdriver and unscrew that. But as these are push on, I can pull them off. And then we are just going to undo the nuts here. And as we can see, this is an issue with a lot of import models, is that the pots, the CTS pots, will not actually fit through import pot holes in the pickguard. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to drill these slightly wider. 9.5 millimeters is usually the size that should accommodate the CTS pots. And now the whole board is connected to the pickguard. So we've got it on here, and then we've also got it all nuts connected here. Next we're going to prepare the wires for installation into the wire terminal. What we're going to do is we're going to snip everything that has a bit of solder on it. So we've got a bit of solder on the end of the ground here. We're going to snip that. And then we've also, I don't think there's any solder there. But what I want to do is I want probably a little bit more wire than this in terms of length to get in the wire terminal. So if I snip the insulation back slightly, should be able to now I have more wire here. And then on the other side I'm going to do the same thing, just strip the wire. I'm just going to turn this as well to make it easier to insert. And those are our two pickup connections. You may have separate connections, being a white and a black wire, but on the cheaper type you usually find it's insulated wire like this. Shielded rather. And then I'm also doing the ground to the bridge as well. Same thing again. Now we have our two pickup grounds, and as these are going both to the same place, we'll just twirl these two together. And now we are ready to insert it into the terminal. And now it's time for the fiddly bit of it. So what we're going to do is I've just bent the capacitor out of the way here, and you will see it says white and black here. So black is our ground, white is our output from our pickup. So that means, in this case, our shields here are going in black, and then white is going to be the inner wire here. So what we've done is we've moved them to approximately the spacing between these two, and I'm going to try to push them in. And you want to be careful of any wire whiskers at this point. So now, after fiddling with it for a couple of minutes, we've managed to get it in, and the critical part here is the insulation on your hot connection. That it's very important that that insulation is beyond the lip here. And once that's installed in there, that means that it can't short across with the wires here. And now all we have to do is we have to flip the pickguard over, making sure that the wires are in the cavity, and then just push our pickguard into place. And then we are just going to redo the screws the way they came off. And now all you have to do is restring the base, and then you're done.